Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall weekly spirit reading going into June 5th. So I just want to share with you what happened this week. It's part of the spirit message. In the last reading, I mentioned remember you, and I shared with you that I had this inspiration, whether I did the Oracle deck or not, for another Free Spirit card deck to use on the channel. That I had an inspiration when I was out one night. It was very strange, but flooded with remember you, and it was remember you, and it was all these adjectives of remember you, right? And it came up in the other reading. And so what happened, I had mentioned in the video, if I ever have time, because I'm busy with work, I would put together that deck and perhaps use it on the channel in readings, with the other Free Spirit cards. And so I went back to work and that was it. And wouldn't you know, on Wednesday, I completely lost my voice, right? So in the midst of work, I completely lost my work, my work. I lost my voice, but because I lost my voice, I lost my work. I couldn't work for 2 days straight. And my work is all dependent on my voice, right? I am on the phone communicating all day long. So wouldn't you know, I had literally said on that video, I don't have time because of my work, and I lost my voice, which forced me to not work, and I actually had the time, and I created the Remember You deck. And it's in the process of being printed, and when it comes back, I'll use it on the channel. But the whole exercise of, I said, even if I don't create the deck, for you to use this as an exercise. And when I was creating Remember You, I wrote down a whole bunch of messages I was going to include on the deck. And when I sat down to do the deck, I heard, scratch that. You are just going to create it right here and now in the present moment. And so I was just flooded, just like I do these messages, how I hear spirit messages. But the intention of the deck was, remember you are all that is mentioned in this deck and so much more. And let it stir up all that it lies within your heart of remember you, what you are made of, to bring that to situations, to bring that to your life, to literally bring it to life. And wouldn't you know, I was like, as I'm creating the deck, I have created 44 card decks, 90 card decks, and everything else. And they said 90 cards. And I was like, 90? And I sat down, I was like, how can I come up with 90 things? Wouldn't you know, it just flooded out. 90 things. Boom, 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 boom. And at the end of 90, there was literally so much more. And I'm going to show you the deck. It's in the middle of printing now. But what I want to say is, when I was done with the 90 things, remember you, and it was just remember you, and then what comes up, remember you, and what comes up. And where it went was so interesting. At first it was like, remember you're kind, remember you're beautiful, remember you're strong, remember. Then it went into things like, remember you are honesty, remember you are integrity, remember you are, right? Then it went into, remember you are a divine spirit, remember you are light, remember you are love, right? Then it went into, you remember you are an angel, remember you are a savior. Then it went to, remember you are worth taking care of, remember you are worth the time, remember you are worth the effort, remember you are, it was all these things. It was amazing. And at the end of it, after, when it was done and it reached 90 and I was having it printed for myself, so much more literally did get stirred up and came out. So we are so much more. Remember you, remember all you are, and remember you are even so much more. Intentionally, the deck could not even capture all you are, right? And what the message was in the midst of life, in the crazy and the chaotic, we forget ourselves, right? First of all, we forget ourselves. A lot of us on the channel, we forget ourselves, we lose ourselves. To remember all you are made of. And then also it brings a new viewpoint to what you've been through, right? What you are because of that, what it revealed to you, what aspects of yourself remember you. And then it even changed my memory of even horrific or painful things. What quality do you remember you emerged with after that? I mean, it really was amazing. So when I show you the deck, you're going to feel like it's leaving out. It includes so much, but it leaves out so much. And that's also the purpose, because it brings up with you what is it even not including, right? So, I mean, it was just really amazing process. So besides, I'll show you the deck and everything. But the thing was, I guess there was an importance, though I mentioned it, really remember you. Remember all you are. And it's very important because this world brings everything out, right? Everybody loves to knock someone down a peg. They love to tell people what they are not. And this was to affirm all you are, and more. How many of us get built up? And they actually gave me pour love on your soil every day. Pour love on your soil and your soul, right? They always gave me soil, soil, like a plant soil, but your soul, like water your soul, pour love on your soul, like that water can every day. Like, because intentionally, unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously, and you see it all around, everybody is very quick to pull down, negative, whatever. But how many times, just like a parent, a loving parent to a child, are you encouraged, lifted, loved, nurtured, right? Do that for yourself. You get that from the divine, but do that for yourself. Remember all you are. Drink that in every day. Just like they said, you can't give what you don't have. And really remember, just like I was watering the plants every day, water yourself and remember all you are and bring that. And it's needed. It is so important. I think that's why I literally lost my voice to actually have the time, and I could do nothing else. They literally stripped away everything in my life. I didn't have a voice to actually create it or whatever. So whether, it comes back. Another freedom was, the free spirit cards, I only use it on the channel. So my decks don't have to be perfect. It was like perfectly flawed. Even the designs, the colors, I don't know. It was all in the moment of creating it and just the intention of what it really meant, rather than, it might not, when it comes back from the printers, even be, sometimes you have to do so many drafts. I don't have the time for that. It wasn't even so much of creating this beautiful, aesthetically pretty deck, though I did my best in the moment, but it was the exercise of really remember you. And if you want to do that for yourself, remember you, and then see what flows through that you're receiving. Remember you, and I swear it will take you in so many different places. The deck was definitely a lot more than when I sat down to write what would I put on the oracle deck, but then when it just flooded in, remember you, because you are energy here for a reason, on purpose. That even came out on the deck. It is very important you remember all you are. You're unique, you're special, your honesty, your integrity, your love, you're creative, you're strong, you're talented, you're magical, you're divine, you're free. And it's remember you, and how you're showing up in life. Remember you and bring that to life itself. Bring it to the things that you're doing. Show up how you are, and also do that for others, because I feel, that loving, supportive, nurturing energy to others is encouraging the growth. It's encouraging. Tell people they can do it. Tell people they're talented. Tell people they're creative, instead of knocking their creations or knocking. It actually was an exclamation mark, and I know I'm babbling, but I'll leave it with this. I went to a spectacular production, a show. It was an immersive experience. This woman actually put her heart and soul into it. It was obvious. And in the midst of watching it, I said it did its job in my head, because it makes you feel things. And agree, disagree, you feel you can improve it. You feel like you could, if you did it, you would do something different. But the critics were scathing. And I was like, how can they not just see from an empathic viewpoint, or a heart-filled viewpoint, that she's just poured out her heart and soul? At least respect that. At least encourage that in people before giving a scathing review, right? So like critics, you know how critics are? It's like, have you created anything in your life? Do you recognize if someone puts their heart and soul on something? It just put an exclamation mark on this. It's like, we can do that for ourselves, but do that for others. And remember you, and remember all you are. And everything here does not encourage that. It doesn't even talk about that. It's and then everybody is kind of programmed to bring people down. consciously or unconsciously, if you look at the mechanics of the world, it's not lifting people up. It's not saying, yes, you're so creative. Yes, you're brilliant. It's not doing that. So they were saying two things. You know, the divine is doing that to you. It came out in the Akashic Records. You're getting fed that energy. Remember who you are. Remember all you are, because they're encouraging the growth here. But then also you do that for yourself. And if you're lucky, you can count on one hand. You have people in the physical that do that for you. But absolutely, the divine is doing that, the divine energies, and you do that for yourself. And then hopefully it's like a trifecta. Hopefully you have things in the physical that support you with that as well, because it's so needed for what we're all collectively doing and creating and manifesting and making things better and having things grow. So to encourage the growth, but remember you and remember all you are. Yeah. And so I just found that, I know I talked for 10 minutes and I never talk like that, but I found that incredible that right after I mentioned that, I said, I had that inspiration. It was inspiration for this deck that I did not have time to create because of my work. And then I lost my voice, which physically called me out of work. And I just do not like being bored. So I was like, okay, perfect time. I'll create this deck. And yeah, scrapped everything that I thought I would put in it and just there in the moment did it. Very similar to how I created the other decks that you see me use, the free spirit cards. That's what it was. It was just freely, because I didn't think I would ever share my decks. I know for a period of time I sold my decks, but I never intended it to be sold. So there was a freedom in that I guess if you're creating something for someone else's input, going back to the critic, it censors you, it limits you and everything else. And going back again to the freedom, tune out the world. Grant yourself the freedom, the permission to remember all you are, bring all that to the situations, forget what people say, how they think, how they'll view it. If you're bringing love, positivity, that kind of thing for yourself, for others, it's really getting back to then. Remember you. Yeah, remember you and remember to bring that to life, quite literally. I think that was even put in the intro. So yeah, I'll show you the deck when it comes back. Granted, I have no idea what it's going to look like because sometimes the printers, the colors are off. You're going to find that it stirs up even more. Like you could think of 30 other things you would want in that deck. And that is part of the purpose. It really was amazing. And I'll use it. They were guiding me that perhaps I'll use it in Real Divine Self-Care messages, because they were showing me how I can construct the free spirit cards to do self-care, Real Divine Self-Care messages. You know how I created that Real Divine Self-Care deck? I think it's this one. The Real Divine Self-Care messages. To expand on that, they wanted to do Remember You, Real Divine Self-Care, Divine Power Deck, Divine Abundance, Divine Spirit, and Real Divine Pure Love from Spirit. Those decks, 6 decks, and create a different kind of reading, just so we remember you in the moment in your life when you do things. So I know I babbled a lot, but I think there's something about this that they wanted me to repeat and for us to really bring that to our life. And you could feel that they're helping to infuse you with things that were stripped away or pulled apart from you to bring you back together, infuse you with this. So you go forth and bring that to your life and also bring that to others. Because I kept saying, you can't give what you don't have. And yeah, I hope I said everything. I think I did. So we're going to tap into it, but you're going to feel this lightness, this freedom, and bringing it to things to encourage things to grow in your life, for the new. It takes that and more. They call it divine ingredients. So yeah, so I know I talked a lot, but I'll show you the deck when it comes back and I'll use it in some capacity, I think in Real Divine Self-Care messages when we go forward. But regardless, and going forward, remember you and remember all you are and bring that to life and bring that to others. And it could be very different from what you see in the world, I think also. Like the norm. It's not the norm. The norm is not to be so, loving, supportive, encouraging, and lean into that more than what is almost structured. Like even on this very video you're watching, you can give a thumbs down, you can leave a rude comment. It's like, and it's almost encouraged to be a witty, pull downer, be something else. This world needs something else, right? And that's what it was like, such a journey. And so besides what, I'll show you the deck, but do it for yourself. Remember you and see what comes in and write it down. Like start an email to yourself or journal. You'll be amazed what comes through. Yeah. And so yeah. All right, so let's get into it. I know I babbled a lot, but remember you and bring that to life. Bring that to life. Bring that to life. I wish you the best. And let's go in. And they also ended it with an everyday pour love into your soil. Every day pour love into your soil. It's almost like here it could become like a drought. Remember to pour love in your soil just like you do plants. I mean, that's how important it was. Because they're doing that, but do that for yourself. And you're lucky if you have a few people that could do that for you in the physical, but really do that for yourself. Pour love into your soil. Okay, into your soil, into your soul. All right, so let's tap into the archangel messages for the first week of June. We're going to tap into the energy we're dealing with. We're going to tap into the goddess guidance. We're going to tap into what to surrender to make it easier. There's so much like freedom and yes, okay. Remember, surrender to what is giving a lot of peace and freedom. We're going to tap into messages from heaven, loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, and end it with guardian angel messages. Let's get right into the messages from the archangels for the first week of June, June 5th, I believe. Let's tap into the messages. Let's tap into the messages of the archangels. There's so much love that sometimes I don't even have the words. I don't even feel like I do it justice half the time. But just the kindness of remember you. I mean, that's an outpouring of love. Remember you. Remember all you are. It was like filling my heart and my ear, my tears in my eyes every time I feel that level. And that's what I feel like they're giving us for what you're doing in your life. Okay. And bring that to life. Here we go. The archangels for June 5th. Right away. What are the messages that want to come through from the archangels for all of us for June 5th? Wow, they're getting really specific. Juggling a lot, probably multitasking a lot, and the importance of balance and coming from your heart space. Yep, making the moves from your heart space. So we have the Two of Raphael, we have the Ace of Ariel, we have the Two of Ariel, and the Knight of Raphael. So yeah, so this is all about loving communication and relationships coming together here. These are two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Everything that I was saying, it all has a purpose, right? That whole thing about don't give up on those you love, being that loving, supportive energy that I was talking about, lift other people up. We're coming together, bringing light to situations. So this is, you could have connections at this time that literally is like bringing more light to situations. You are also have a divine relationship, and they were talking about the divine relationship. I know this is usually physical relationships. Yes, you're working together with other people. You have relationships that are actually creating wonderful things, but you and the divine are also creating wonderful things. They want you to know that. We've got the Ace of Ariel coming out 2 times now. So they're helping you, bringing in new things. This could be new resources of time, support, physical things coming in, opportunities, ideas, things, anything like a seed that you can grow and plant with. You're creating something wonderful with other people and with divine, and they're bringing you extra seeds. So this could literally be, they're saying it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, support, a change in your job or promotion. But these are things that the divine is bringing in to help encourage the growth, something you can use that will actually feel more, creating more abundance in some way. They definitely want you to balance, keep your balance. You could also be balancing a lot of things, multitasking, handling a lot of things in the physical. So they're going to help you keep your balance with that, but also get a lot done, multiple things at once. You could have a lot going on. It's very important to have balance. You're working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So it's the balance of work and play. It is doing multiple things, having a lot of, you know, when they showed me a slice of a pie, you have a lot of slices of pies going on, but the importance to have balance, and you are moving forward and making the moves from your heart, which is where they want you to be. This is committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet. There are situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So you are on the move from the heart space, which has been a recurring message from the Akashic Records reading, especially we're all moving from from the heart. You are encouraged to make your moves from the heart. It's a line movement with divine when you do that. When they said that it's a divine movement, divine moving you. You have a divine relationship and you're moving from your heart space. And also in the physical, there's going to be really wonderful relationships helping you to create things and actually great uplifting experiences, probably with those in the physical as well. But this is really encouraging, and they're helping you to bring in new things and making those moves. Yep. It's going to be positive movement forward from your heart space. And remember to have balance. You're also doing multiple things. So let's step into the energy we're dealing with. But it's making the moves from your heart space. And they're actually giving you new things, whether it's new resources, money, time, support, making the moves from your heart space. Yes, look at this door of value is opening. In comes the abundance. So this is all, again, they had us do that abundance reading, real divine abundance, but opening up the doors of value. Okay, you're making the moves going through here and for abundance. So they're supporting your abundance, absolutely, because they're bringing in those new things, whether it's time, support, value, ideas, anything that's helping you to go through these doors of abundance, door of value. So that is where you are going, and they're helping you. So you could be having really positive relationships, making the moves. Your things are going to land in your lap or help you to actually go through doors of abundance, which has been a recurring message going into June, that you're going to feel that you're actually having help with support, with resources, with time, with opportunities through your relationships with others and with the divine, that you're moving through the doors of abundance and also worth and value coming at you. Also, what I was talking about, like remember you, because like so within, so without. It's like an increase in value and self-worth inside. And gosh, now I'm sneezing. My allergies are off the charts. It's the end of, I got my voice back, but I still have the allergies. But you're going through doors of value and you're making the moves for more abundance. And their divine is helping you. It's literally your lucky day. There are things coming in the physical that are helping you to go through the doors of abundance here. So we're going to get the goddess guidance. You're working multiple things. There are things coming in here to help you go through the doors of abundance. You're making your moves. Stay aligned to your heart. Don't give up on those you love. And you're working with people to create wonderful things here. Sensitivity. They want you to honor your sensitivity here. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. They want you to, it's been a recurring message, avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this is kindred spirits. There's something about loving, supportive, those that actually support your abundance. You're very sensitive at this time, so pay attention because they want you really moving from your heart space now. Surround yourself with positivity, uplifting. That came out in the Akashic. Honor your sensitivity, honor yourself. You're coming from a loving place for yourself and others, but this is all encouraging your value, your worth, creating more abundance. And the divine is bringing in things. You're also getting physical relationships supportive that is spurring on this movement and this return of abundance. You're working multiple jobs and also having that balance of work and play and everything else. That's what's been coming up a lot, but they're definitely helping you with resources, with new things to spur on this abundance, this growth. It's been a recurring thing in every reading, every card I ever do. This is through your divine relationship and also with those in the physical are bringing the growth, bringing the abundance. Yes. And honor your sensitivity along the way because it's going to be very important as you're making your moves for more abundance and juggling all this to keep up your energy, keep up your positivity. And you're very sensitive. It's just part of you. What they're saying, I mean, anybody who is got into my videos, you're very, very sensitive, empathic. You feel energy, you feel people, you feel situations, you feel, even what they said, the negativity, the gravitativity of the world. Honor that because you really want to surround yourself. It came up in another reading. Surround yourself with beautiful, inspiring, uplifted, supportive, supporting your movement, the relationships that support your worth, your value, your abundance. And the divine is bringing in new things that are actually going to grow your abundance here in some way. Let's get the what to surrender to make it easier. What can we surrender to make it easier? Honoring your sensitivity. I used to look at sensitivity as a weakness because I felt like I felt things so much more strongly than others. But it's an asset. Honor it. That's it. I mean, the norm for you, you want to stay positive, you want to stay upbeat, you want to stay on the move from your heart space, you want to be grabbing those things that are coming in to encourage the abundance here. Kindred spirits, yes, because surrender to your full power. And that is what they're bringing in. And so that's why it's really important. Remember you, all that you are. They're reminding you of this, to make your moves from the heart space in full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Yeah, look at the doors opening and look at the abundance coming in. It is not a time, they said all the time, there's something here they're infusing us with. I don't know what else to say about that. Remember you, remember all you are. See, he's illuminated on this heart, making the moves from his heart space. This is like a divine relationship. I know you're going to be supported in the physical with loving, supportive energy also, but it's all to encourage this full power. Remember, we have power like a waterfall. They're not kidding. So what I'm saying, it's more of like an infusement. I know I make up my own words, but there's something, and it's different from all of us. But remember you, remember all you are. Take back your God-given power has been a repeating message. It came out in the abundance reading. And in the Akashic Records reading, we have power like a waterfall. And here we have surrender to your full power. So, and it's not something you have to even show someone. You know, this is for you. This is for you to remember. So it's in the quiet. That's why they made me babble in the beginning. It doesn't matter if nobody sees the Remember You deck. It doesn't matter if nobody, if I use it on the channel, I don't use it on the channel. What I'm saying was the message behind it, the intention behind it was for you to remember who you are. Remember all you are made of. Remember. Come from your heart speak with your moves. Surrender to your full power. Your life is called, they said, bring it to life. Remember you. Remember all you are and bring it to life. Bring it to your life. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Period. And it's bringing in the abundance. That's what they're spurring you on. I almost don't have the words for this. But that's what they want you to bring to your life as you're making your moves for more abundance. Grab those resources, the things, the money, the time, the support, the ideas, the projects, anything. And you're going to get help. It's a divine relationship. They keep bringing me this, and that's not what I usually get. But when they say kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. You're bringing that to things. These are two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Your relationships with people in the physical, but also the divine relationship you have. You're creating something wonderful. You're creating more abundance. Don't play it small. Step into your full power. Remember your full power. Yes, and your sensitivity, what they're saying is really honor that, because you want people who support this. They support your full power. They support you to step into full power. They support your abundance. This is what they keep on trying to make me say over and over and over again for some reason, because the world doesn't really support that. And like they said, you're lucky if you have a handful of people in the physical who will support your full power, your real abundance. The divine is giving you resources to use for this, to increase this, your full power and abundance. Again, over and over again. So let's get the what can we surrender to make it easier for us? Oh, did I do that? Yes, I did that already. Surrender to your full power. Yes, that's what we are. We're surrendering. Let go of everything. Let go of everything. It's almost like what the world told you, what you were consciously doing or saying to yourself that diminishes your power, or accepting from other people that diminishes your power. Do that for yourself and do that for others. Encourage others to step into their full power. It's bringing the growth and abundance for you, for others too. You're going to find that you're actually, when you come from your heart space, you're even being moved to do this for yourself, but also do that for others too. I'm telling you right now, you are. It's the divine working through you to encourage others to step into their power and abundance, because it's, like they said, that's kindred spirits, and that's creating something wonderful. That's creating something wonderful. It's swelling my heart and my eyes, what they're trying to say, and I don't have the words exactly. I hope it's landing. But make those moves from your heart space. Surrender to your full power. Let go of anything that takes away from your full power. Remember your sensitivity. If things are draining, those harsh relationships or harsh environments or sap your power, pay attention to that. Honor that. Step into your full power and abundance. Seize those things that are coming in for you to have wonderful, creating something wonderful here. And be mindful and realize who's supporting that or not. And do that for others as well. It's like the divine is doing that for you, and you do that for yourself and do that for others. Surrender to your full power and abundance. Make those moves from your heart space. You're creating something wonderful, and they're giving you resources to use. Look, they're giving you resources to use. We rejoice when you find love. Love comes in unexpected ways. They are bringing in the luck. They're bringing in the partners, the relationships, the resources, the ideas, the opportunities. They're bringing it in. It is your lucky day. New resources, money, time, support, a change. You know, they're coming in. They rejoice when it does, and it's coming in. So that's what they said, like, look, two hands. What they're doing is, whether through other people or the divine just dropping it in as the Ace of Ariel, they're bringing in things to help you to manifest coming into more full power and abundance. They just are. And they're rejoicing when it comes in, because that's the source of love coming in that way for you. So it's bringing in more power and abundance. They're creating wonderful things here. That's what they're encouraging right on there. And we are easing the blockages which are holding your back. Go for it. So, yep, we're easing the blockages which are holding you back. Go for it. Remember when they said, remember you, surrender to your full power. They're releasing the blockages of what was holding you back from door to value. Now it's double. It's like your inside worth and value. Remember all you are. Step into your full power on the inside, infusion that I kept on talking about. And then on the outside, you're going to see that you're creating more abundance. They're literally easing the blockages which are holding you back. It's coming in, and they're rejoicing that it is. Your full power, door to value and worth, more abundance. They're rejoicing. Go for it. Go for it. It literally says go for it. Make those moves from your heart space and go for it. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small, and look what you're bringing in. That's two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, and I feel it's divine working with you to give you the resources, the inner power, and have that abundance come in for you. Let's end it with guardian angel messages. This is remember your full power and abundance. You have help with full power and abundance. Oops. You have guilt. Let go of the guilt. It landed right here. You do not, exactly what I was saying in the beginning. Remember you, and there's a freedom in this. You do not need another's approval. Remember when they were talking about critics. Yeah, here's your door to value. Full power. Moving ahead. Bringing all this in. You don't even need someone else's approval. We're very conditioned to feel like we need, like on this video, likes, positive comments, feedback, whatever the world is constructed to give. You are linked with the divine, who's bringing in the resources for you to be in your full power and go through the doors of abundance. They're literally saying, and you're going to be feeling this pumped up in your full power. It's reinfusing you that you do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. It says it right here on the card. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. You already have approval. You already have full power here. You can let go. You can let go. You do not need anyone's approval. You do not. You're stepping into full power, and you're going through doors to value. The divine is bringing in lucky resources for you. They're rejoicing when these things come in, probably even unexpectedly, some of these things. They're helping you to really feel more freedom and let go of, other people's approval or anything. This is all to expand your awareness of love, to embrace ever spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. They're bringing back the value, your self-worth, your full power, so to bring it to create things that are wonderful again. So you're going to be feeling this to a different degree, or they're working with you on this so you are more in power for what you're creating. The abundance you're creating. Yeah, look at how much is coming in. All supporting this night going forward. Look at all the pink. Look at all the pink. Forgiveness, surrender, invitation. Yes, this is what's spurring on what you're doing in the physical. Forgiveness, holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward. This was all supporting this night, going forward in full power for abundance. This is what they're supporting. I mean, you cannot make this up. Maybe I should hold it like this, because first we have forgiveness. So as you're going forward, it's the self-love, full power for your abundance. Forgiveness, holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward. But here you are. And achieving your heart's desires, let it go. That's surrendering to your full power. Let it go. You're making the moves from the heart space. Holding on to a past hurt is for preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means you're no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy of life. You're back to your full power. That's one thing they're helping you to do as you make your moves to full power. Surrender. Remain positive. Remember, honor your sensitivity. It's so important to let go of the harsh, the negativity, everything. You have to be lit. Remain positive. The power of being positive was no joke. They have me talk about it in every reading. The power of positivity. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive that exists in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. We're surrendering to full power. Anything other than what that card said drains your power. And that's the invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. This is the night of Raphael, which is your heart, making the moves from your heart. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. You cannot make this up. It's ending how it began. We love you just as you are. Remember you, and all that you are. That's the invitation they're bringing you back to. Let everything else go. Everything else go. We know you better than you know yourself. We love you just as you are. That's what they're saying. Step into your full power. We love you just as you are. There's a level of that's bringing you back into your full power. No more playing it small. Letting go of everything the world told you you are or are not. This is going through the door of value again and having it reflected. So they're bringing in more power and abundance to you inside and out. They're rejoicing that's coming in. Honor your sensitivity, because if you feel harshness, lower negativity, honor that, because they want you positive in full power, going through the doors, aligned to your heart and to them, going through the doors of abundance. They're going to bring in lucky things. It's going to feel like your lucky day. New resources, time, money, job, opportunities, ideas, everything. Important to have balance. Honor that sensitivity. Also, you're doing multiple things, but there's a lot that's going in inside and out. They're easing the blockages. They want you to go for it, quite literally. All the blockages inside and out. Go for it right through these doors. They're rejoicing. You're going to feel the surrender to your full power. It's going to feel tremendous freedom coming when you let go of everything that kind of pulls down your power, just like I've touched on in the beginning. It's going forward from your heart space, knowing you're going through doors of value in your full power, and you're bringing in more abundance, and you have divine help with resources to create this. Like they said, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. You're working in tangent with them. They also have people in the physical that are helping you to manifest and create wonderful things here. So don't give up on that. They're bringing in the resources. You move from your heart space, step into full power. They're helping you to release everything so you step into your full power. It's come out in 3 readings now, and everything I talked to about in the 10 minutes about the remember you. Step into your full power. You're going through door to value, and it's all going to be reflected to you. They're rejoicing that it is. I wish you the best in June. If you haven't seen the other 2 readings I keep mentioning about, they were posted previously, but this has come up over and over. Step into full power, your value, and your abundance. And there's a lot that they're working with us about this. And I do think, like they said, your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. I don't even think we consciously were doing that. The world has its effect on us, and there's something counteractive here because it's needed to have this abundance come in for what you're growing and creating in your life. They're assisting. It's the power that's needed. Just like they said, the sun. And what did they say in the beginning? Yeah, to pour love into your soil. They're pouring love into your soil, but you do that too. Remain in your full power is going to be so important. They're assisting you in so many ways to bring in more abundance and stay in your full power and make those moves from your heart. Yes, yes, yes. I wish you the best. I wish you the best with this. Take care. Bye-bye.